Hey, my friends. Brian Robinson here. Um, a lot of you guys know me as B Rob. Um, been spreading the truth on Facebook for many years now, and I just want to say that we need a miracle. I'm gonna give you the backstory behind these hats. All the hats that you see everywhere, all over the United States. The Pepe hats, the Punisher hats. A lot of our newer stuff make tweets mean again. God wins. A lot of stuff, and I wanted to tell you the story of how they came about. And I've been sharing the Q stuff for years, ever since it came out. I like to think I was one of the first people who found it. Because the old fags on the boards were laughing at me when I brought it to the attention. But then it started out and it became, and the funny thing about that is one of my friends on the boards who I know personally, he's actually a doctor, and he said, "Oh, that's old Frank fag." Frank? And now we have Mike Lindell's Frank News. Coincidence? I don't know. But anyway, that's a long story, and we won't go into all that. But Terry Herrick is the one that prints or embroiders these hats. Okay. She worked with my wife about 10 years ago at CVS, and we became Facebook friends. And when I started sharing that stuff, she started asking questions, and she started catching on, and she got red pilled real quick. And ever since that day, I mean, she's been sharing stuff with me. I've been sharing stuff with her, bouncing, you know, ideas off each other, that sort of thing, sharing links. When you red pill somebody, from that point on, you're not a mentor. Okay, you're together. You're one. You follow what I'm saying? Where we go one, we go all. Does not mean that you mentor anybody. You can help people and give people your opinions, but the only way to grow is to grow together. Okay. So it's so cool being that I'm an old school truther and red pillar that I don't have to even decode anymore. I remember Dave Hall, Dave Reinert, Jason Billow, a lot of the guys that I first met when I started sharing this stuff on Facebook 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember exactly. I think it was late 2017, early 2018. The cool thing is you don't have to do that anymore, really, because everybody that you woke up is doing it for you, and we're all in this together. So everybody plays a different role. And Terry kind of showed me my role because one day I've been in the car business for 25 years, and God's been convicting me those whole 25 years because it's not really a good profession, in my opinion, putting people in debt, slave debt. No, no, sir. But I mean, I was doing what I had to do for my family and my kids. So one day she came in the car dealership and brought me a hat. It was a trucker hat because she knew I liked them. And it was just a Pepe right here where you see the B Rob emblem. And gifted me a hat. And I didn't know she made hats, and I didn't know she was going to do that. And I thought that was kind of the coolest thing in the world. Her heart was so big. And it gave me an idea. And I was like, so you made this? She's like, yeah, I have a embroidering shop. It's one of my hobbies. It's what I love to do. So a light bulb went off in my head. And I was like, we could do this. I got 5,000 Facebook friends and 12,000 followers. We could really do this. So, long story short, they took my page down 3 days before the election, which backlogged everything, backtracked everything. So, push comes to shove, a couple months down the road, we get our first couple Pepe hats out after we get the page built back up and everything else. Long story short, in about a year, we were just doing it on the side because I was working in the car business. Well, God kept convicting me about the car business. I had been dabbling in gold and silver for a long time. So on July 4th, I gave my notice and told him I was leaving July 17th. And I was going to be retiring from the car business. So I did. They paid me my 2 weeks. I knew they wouldn't let me work it because I knew their systems better than they did. But God has shown his face in many, 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 many different areas of my life, especially at that point. So I did it. We started the hat business. We started the Patriots Corner on Facebook, and Terry helped to build that thing to 1,200 people in less than a month. We then sold somewhere about 300 to 400 hats. And then all of a sudden, Terry got sick. And she went in the hospital about 2 months ago. It's almost 2 months. But I'll never forget it because the day she went in the hospital, they took my page down again, her page down again, and the Patriots Corner. Coincidence? I don't know, but it was just messed up. She was also supposed to get ivermectin or HCQ that day because she knew she was sick with pneumonia. Well, she went into the hospital. Thompson took her to university, and they put her on the vent and into a medical coma where she lays today. And I spoke with her husband on Thursday night, and he has come to the conclusion that she is not going to make it because the doctor told him that she was not going to make it, that her lungs were that bad. I then said, no, our God is a God of miracles. He is a God of miracles. He's an almighty God and a God of grace. And that's why I say we need a miracle. We need you to pray. He also then told me that he talked to her FaceTime and told her to leave him a seat where she's going. Also told me that he's going to keep the hats rolling. I don't know how we're going to do this yet because he works and I have more orders than he can do. But God has a way. And I hope you guys have fun in Vegas, the ones that are going to Vegas. We were supposed to have a booth there, me and Terry, but she got sick. So we're praying every day. With God, anything is possible. These hats meant the world to her. And I was only the face because she knew how many people follow me and how many people that I helped wake up. And it was one of her biggest things that she enjoyed doing was making the hats for me. And I don't know what or how we're going to do this, but we're going to do it. And I just want you guys to know, everybody that has supported us, thank you from the bottom of our heart. God bless you. We love you. And please, if you guys need anything, please call me. Everybody knows how to get in touch with me. I've got hundreds, probably thousands of business cards out there. And we got the website up and ready to go, but I can't hit the live button until I know I'm going to have production. And that's the only reason we're at a standstill. So please pray for Terry and Rob, her husband. We love you. She loves you. And she was a hardcore patriot. And she would do anything for you. And those that know her know this. I love you guys. This is B. Rob. I don't know what else to say. Where we go one, we go all.